man. Those are civilian buildings.
Yeah, civilian building.
Tonight, anger and fear amid a Russian attack. A missile has just landed, then this. A second strike caught in this video circulating online. Hours later, they're still pulling survivors out. Dozens thought to be trapped under the rubble. Hard to imagine that there were 2 high-rise apartment blocks here. The death toll of 15 tonight, almost certain to rise. President Zelensky calling the attack Russian terror. Resident Irina saying they're scared of the night because they don't know what it will bring. But Ukraine says these US-supplied precision HIMARS rocket systems are scaring the Russian military. US officials saying 8 now in action in Ukraine, with a promise of 4 more.
Now, the ongoing war in Ukraine has triggered an energy crisis all across Europe. Many European countries are now ramping up measures to try and find alternate sources of the energy supplies against the Russian gas, as the supply crunch continues to haunt Europe. And Russia has now said that it will be temporarily halting the Nord Stream 1 pipeline for what it describes as annual maintenance work. Now, according to reports, the maintenance work, which is expected to start from today, will continue until the 21st of June. But there are fears that this maintenance work could, of course, get much longer in terms of its duration for political reasons. The government officials and gas importing companies fear that Moscow will extend this temporary suspension beyond the scheduled time frame to intensify the gas crisis that remains in the country.
The Washburn fire began in Yosemite National Park on Thursday. Officials say the fire threatens some 500 sequoia trees in an area called Mariposa Grove, and that includes the famous grizzly giant. As firefighters moved in, some 1,600 people at a nearby campground and community were told to leave. So far, the Washburn fire has burned more than 280 hectares. Park officials say they could close more of the national park if necessary.
An explosion in northern Togo has killed 7 people, the military confirmed on Sunday without giving further details about the blast. The explosion happened in Tone Prefecture near the border with Burkina Faso, where a Sahel jihadist insurgency is threatening to spill over into coastal West African nations. Togo last month declared a state of emergency in its northern prefectures over the threat of Islamist militant attacks from north of its borders. Togo's army said in a statement the explosion on Saturday in Magba village in Tone killed 7 and wounded 2 more. It did not give more details and did not describe it as an attack.
Tonight, the terrifying moments on board a Spirit Airlines flight upon landing at Atlanta's International Airport.
Go back to your seats. We do not have to evacuate.
Flight attendants urging calm as several passengers get up from their seats, smoke billowing under the plane as it hit the runway.
If we do have to evacuate, please just leave your bags.
Another pilot on the ground watching it all unfold, alerting air traffic controllers.
Spirit has fallen short of its
brakes are on fire. Left brakes are on fire. We're calling them right now. I just saw that.
In a statement to ABC News, Spirit Airlines said the flight from Tampa to Atlanta landed safely in Atlanta International Airport. And upon landing, one of the brakes overheated, adding that the aircraft was towed to the gate.